All right, everybody, this week we're going to give you some updates, and we'll also talk about the Equinox leakage a little bit, and we're going to tell who won last week's giveaway. Stay tuned. All right, y'all saw my video I put out yesterday of my Equinox using the dry ice, letting it expand, and a little bit of air bubbles coming out. It was leaking at the battery charging port, which was a shock to me. I did not think of it leaking there for some reason. I should have, I guess, but I didn't. So what I did, I went ahead and got my digital microscope out and took some really close-in pictures of the area it was leaking in, and I discovered a couple other things. Check these pictures out and let's talk about it just a little bit. All right, everybody, check this picture out. This is a close-in view of where I saw the leakage occurring, and as you can see, I can see 3 cracks in it right there, and I'm not positive that's what's coming out, and I'm not sure how this is molded. I don't know if it's molded down to that first little seam you see here, or it's got one back in there, but definitely a seam right there in the center. You can see it's been cut out and added in there, and I don't know what kind of system they use to seal that, but it could be coming from that. I didn't get as close enough when it was leaking underwater to see that, but it could be from there or the cracks. I don't know which one is coming from, but let me go ahead and see the next picture here. This is actually at the other end where I did see 1 or 2 bubbles coming from there, and you can see cracks all in that. And that's not an area you would think you would be putting a lot of stress on, except when you push the charge port on. You know, you want to, sometimes you got to wiggle it back and forth just to get it to make contact. I know y'all had to do that too. And maybe that's what's causing it. I don't know. But definitely some stress cracks in there. Here's another picture. I just noticed a crack coming off the edge of it. I want to get a close-up view of that. So that's actually a stress crack in the case. And they actually said that's where mine was leaking from, a stress crack in the case. So that might be a general problem with the whole casing getting these stress cracks in it like that. And one more right here, just another little close-up view of that area. Man, I don't know, man. Well, I ain't got it fixed yet, but we're working on it, so stay tuned. Well, my other one, when it went in, they said, my lab said that it had micro cracks in it, in the back of it, and it was leaking. It looks like this one has some micro cracks in it too. The area where the charging is, you wouldn't think that would get a lot of stress in there, but I'm not sure. Right now I'm thinking we need to find some kind of liquid we can seal everything off that needs to be sealed and dip it in it and put like a thin membrane coat on the entire unit to kind of protect it. But anyway, I'm working on that. Stay tuned. We'll see what we can come up with on that. All right, everybody, I bought another Equinox. This is number 4. The first one is the one y'all saw me showing you that's leaking this bad. The second one was the one I sent in my lab and they replaced. The third is an 800, which I'm using right now. I haven't started using it when they sent me back yet. And this is a 600. And one of the reasons I got this one is so I can do a couple videos and show you all the differences between the 600 and the 800. A lot of y'all have asked me how you set it up, how to set 600 up, or what's the differences, which one should I buy. Anyway, I'm going to try to go over all that in a future video, so stay tuned for that. And we're going to talk about some of the different settings and why would you want to get this one over the other one or vice versa. So stay tuned for that. We're going to update you that on a future video. All right, one other thing with the Equinox and the leakage thing I want to talk about is one thing, don't use this as a crutch. You've got your hand in here. Let me get it up here where you can kind of see it. You know, I'm going to pull it over here like this. Anyway, you got your hand in here, right here. So you got this really tight. So when you put stress, if you hold it on the ground, you're stressing this back and forth. That actually puts more stress on these bolts here, which could crack it like they're talking about. It could happen. So don't use it as a crutch. Or don't lean on it as you're going down the beach with it. Because what that does is, like mine have said, that they find a lot of cracks back in here. That would put extra stress on that area if you had the full weight of your weight on this handle and then put it on the shaft at the bottom. It's going to actually twist it back and forth like that, which puts stress back here. So just want to throw that in there too. One thing I want to talk about here real quick is a bee movie. Gigmaster bee movie. Anyway, when I talk about bee movie, it's about bees. Y'all seen a couple movies I made about bees. And it's pretty cool. I think it's kind of neat to have a variety on your channel. And it's kind of interesting to keep your mind active, to see different things and all too. So I want you to check out my friend here, Jay. He that's what he does for a living, basically, is go remove bees from different places, whether it's in cars or in houses and buildings, whatever. But he comes up with some really cool video on it. Check this out right here.
This right here is a monster. This house was built in 1852. We're looking at nearly 10 feet of hive. And this thing is slam full of honey. These have been about the meanest bees I have ever tried to take out of a house. They are tearing me up. But man, what a hive. She is beautiful.
All right, we're going to do another bee video for us. So what we're looking at here is 9 different beehives, and you can see them all. They're pretty active, Jay.
It's hot.
They're active. Let's get a little closer up. Look here. Did they get more active when it gets hot? Oh, man, look at that.
They climb out of the hive because it's hot in there.
It gets hot in that thing. Look at them in that little hole right there.
You can see these girls are fanning it. These girls are air conditioning their hive.
They're air conditioning it?
See them?
Oh, yeah, the fan. Yeah, I do see them.
Backwards.
They all turn around backwards and they're fanning. Yeah. Look at that. Got the bee fan.
That's how they cool their hives.
That's how they cool it. That is cool right there. That's pretty neat.
That box is slam full of bees, too.
All right, I'll trust you, Jay. I'm not getting too close to it. Man,
this is the funny
all
one.
These ones flying around my ears right here are kind of making me a little nervous.
At them. This is the funny one here.
Jay says just don't swat at them because they'll come after you.
Come here.
I don't know if I want to get that close, Jay.
You're all right. Come here.
I don't know about this, Jay.
A swarm of bees moved into a flower pot back in the spring.
Yeah.
So I just took the flower pot and turned it upside down over some frames and the bees
stuck it in there.
Yeah, the bees are building a hive inside that flower pot.
Inside the flower pot. Kept their home.
Yep.
Pretty cool. I will be seeing more in a future video. All right, I want to mention one other thing. I got a call today about recovering a piece of lost jewelry. Unbelievable. I don't want to divulge the whole video, but the piece was worth over $13,000. It'll be probably about 8 days before that video comes out, but man, it was an best piece of gold I've ever found today. So that will be in a future video. I can't wait for y'all to see that. It's awesome. All right, I tell you what, it's time for giveaway time. Last week is if today was your last day on earth, what would you do? And y'all said I would. So that's what we'll do. Look for the answer, but just want to let y'all know I really do appreciate all the comments. It makes you really think about life and what's important in life and what we should be doing instead of waiting till our last day sometimes. So if you get a chance to get out and do some of those things, do them. Get out there and enjoy life now, today. All right, well, let's get in here right now and do the drawing for last week's giveaway right here. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, it's time to pick the winner using the comment picker. All right, the first thing we got to do is put our YouTube link in it right here, and that's going to take it to it. And then we want to filter the duplicate users. And then we got a special words in here, and y'all know what that is. On your last day, I would. So that will give me all the comments with I would in it. And that should do it. Let's see how many comments we got here. That gives you the total comments. And then what we'll do is go ahead and start the raffle and pick the random winner by clicking this right here. Let's do it. And the winner is Richard Spizzano. And Richard says, hey, Gigmaster, I would sell all my treasures I found that I still have and hunt the remaining hours of the day. Very good. All right. Congratulations there, Richard. Congratulations on the win, Richard. Don't forget to send me your address to gigmaster2718@gmail.com. All right, this week, y'all ready for this week? You know I'm going to put you to work. This week, I want you to tell me your favorite hobby. The word for this week is just going to be hobby. So as long as hobby's in your response, it's fine. So if you'd like to expand a little bit, tell me why it's your favorite hobby. You might get me to change hobbies too. I don't know. And y'all know I like a lot of different hobbies. One of my most favorite though probably is returning rings. I say metal detecting, but returning rings, finding lost gold or lost items for people to return to them gives me the most satisfaction for my hobby. But anyway, tell me what your favorite hobby is and why you like it. We all spend so much time doing so many things. I'm kind of interested in seeing what y'all come up with on that. Oh, and this week's will be a nice spoon rest. Pretty green. I don't know if y'all can see through that or not, but it's got a nice green tint to it. Real nice. One of the first ones I made, I think, actually. Turned out very nice. So anyway, that's going to be the prize right there. All right, well, we went over a lot of things on this update this week, and we're still working on the Equinox. We'll had to get that straight before it's over with. All right, well, I appreciate everybody checking in with me on my weekly update. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. Let's keep the variety going. See you on the next adventure.